We recently installed our oven cabinet and oven, and that turned out really awesome. So we're so happy that's done, but now we gotta finish this side. This is the side of the oven cabinet, and you can see a little bit of exposed wall back here. Now, what I decided to do when I laid this out was to take advantage of the oven cabinet as part of a wall. So I'm gonna be putting a panel that spans across the face of this cabinet right over these studs, which I brought out flush to the cabinet. So when this is all done, it should look really seamless and flush, and you won't even know this is a cabinet right here. Now back here in the entryway, you notice that we use this kind of T111 siding to give the walls some interest and some durability. Nice solid wood walls. It's actually an OSB product, but it's a solid wood wall. Just looks really cool and defines the entry, the back entry area. I picked up some extra sheets of this, and I'm going to be using one right here. And what's really cool about that siding is it has a built-in overlap where the sheets normally seam together. And I'm going to take advantage of that overlap to come over the edge of this. It's going to be really neat. I'll show you. So let me get it cut out and I'll bring it in. It's actually looking really good. It's touching right up here in the corner, and then it gets wider. It's probably where I put some drywall compound. It's just a little unlevel. I'm just gonna trim off this little corner, slide it up a hair. It'll be cleaner at the ceiling, and then the outlet will fit. I think I got this where I want it. It looks okay. I just got to shim up the bottom a little bit and start tacking it in place. Now before I get too far, I want to show you guys this feature right here. So this is what I was talking about. You can see the board has a kind of a notch out of it. That's the overlap. And the cabinet, you can see, sets in about 1/4 inch where you put a panel on the side. And this T111 kind of fits perfectly on the cabinet like that. So it looks like it's only a 1/4 inch thick right here. And when it's all painted up, it's gonna look really cool, but it's actually 3/8 inches thick. I'm gonna be shooting a few 1/2 inch staples right in these grooves into the cabinet. I don't want anything too long because I don't want it to bust through on the inside of the cabinet. I'm gonna take a little bit of paintable caulk, and I'm going to put it right in this crack so that it kind of fills up any imperfections as I'm stapling this. I think this is going to bring it up a notch. Alright, we got it all cleaned up, caulked. It looks so good. I filled in all my little holes and staples. I filled in this corner gap with caulk along the ceiling. And look at this front edge. So clean. And what's going to happen is when we paint this white, it's all going to blend into the cabinet. And it is a different texture, and it does clash with the shaker style, but I'm telling you, it's going to look good when it's done. It's going to look really sharp, especially with the texture. You see what I'm saying? Carrying out over there. So now that the wall is done, the caulk is dry, we're going to get ready for painting, and that means we actually got to put a few more pieces of paper on this wall. The papering technique is just something we do to add texture to the wall. Doesn't serve much of a purpose right now besides that. It hides imperfections too, but after the papering is done and dry, we're going to paint all this white, and it's going to look so good. So you guys might notice something different about the room right now. Something. We finished the paper on the ceiling and it looks crazy cool because we coated it with the Guard's Problem Surface Sealer. That's how you get that really cool modeling effect. And the reason we did that is because lately we've been just putting paper on the wall and painting it, and that seems to work okay. But if any of the paper is loose or the glue it didn't dry, you'll get a peeled corner or something, and we don't want any of that. So I decided to go ahead and coat it in this Problem Surface Sealer. It's like a resin that soaks into the paper and then hardens. So it actually makes the paper like a solid sheet of stiff goodness, you know? So this won't peel now. This is all like solid, sealed. It's more waterproof. It's just perfect and ready for paint. It's darker, so I'll probably take more paint, but we're still happy with that. Anyway, we finished the papering the wall back there, did the whole ceiling.
The whole room now is done with papering.
Yes. And right now, we're gonna start painting. And if anybody's just joining our channel, I always have to give this disclaimer, I guess, is that the reason we're coating our walls and ceilings with paper is because we started way back months ago with an experiment of just white paper on our walls to see if we could do some kind of alternative to paint. It was just an experiment. We really love the texture and the design that it gives the walls.
The ripped edges with the overlaps.
So we've continued that, even though at this point it's not necessary. We've continued it and we just paint over it and it just gives it kind of a unique look.
Yeah, we want the house to look cohesive and not just have like two rooms with it. And
yeah. I want to show down here, I also added this. I actually closed the toe kick off completely. So it's like just flush with the cabinet front. I decided to build it out and it was actually really easy. Just put some chunks of wood back there, the right depth that I needed to put this on the front, and then nailed it. And I did that because you'll never feel like, oh, I need to get my toes under here. You know, It's kind of weird. And so there's no reason for the toe kick to be on the bottom of this in this situation. If it was in a run of cabinets, it would look better. But this one's standing alone. And this way, there's less space for dust and dirt to collect underneath it. So you guys can hang out with Tom and Jerry, and we're going to get painting. Tom's the Palm and Jerry is Harry. The first coat is done and it looks really awesome. It's a little bit see-through and blotchy, but you can already see the effect of, wow, the room is so white, so bright, looks good, even at nighttime. You can see we don't have many lights in our kitchen. A lot of people like overload the lights. We just chose to keep it simple. I think it's gonna be really effective over the workspace and not over-blaringly bright. We don't like too many lights. Maybe I should have added a couple more, but we'll see. I think it looks good so far. And so we'll let that dry and hopefully get to the second and third coats another day. All right, you guys, you ready for the big reveal? We got the second and third coats finished, and now all the painting is done in the kitchen. Check it out. Clean, white, awesome. Cabinets going on that wall, so that's why there's some holes, blotches, and here's the rest. Come back to Ashley.
And Tom and Jerry.
I thought the ceiling was going to take a couple more days at least, and Ashley really pushed to get it done, so we're ahead of schedule on that. And everything looks great. We got all of our lights installed. Happy with how this back panel came out. You don't even know that that's a cabinet. Look at that.
Yeah, it's like all built in and nice.
The way that panel went on there, using the overlap of the T111 to go over the edge of the cabinet, it literally conformed to the side of the cabinet perfectly.
Yeah.
You can see this wall has the awesome texture. It matches that wall over there. That one's not white, but we got the same theme going on in this corner. I really wish I had done this wall with the paneling too. I really am loving this. I should have done that and I just didn't. So there it is with the door closed. Obviously we have to do trim still. That'll come after all the cabinets are in. Looking really good. You can see our oven is right here. Looking sharp. So as you can see, it's super white, super bright, super clean. And we're liking it. This is kind of a new concept for us. We've always used colors.
We were always afraid of white, but we are really liking it.
Yeah, it's fun. So the next step is cabinets, which we already ordered. They should be coming early this week. So I don't know if I should say early, but it should be this week. We'll have a whole new kitchen of cabinets coming. So exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to have white cabinets for our white kitchen. Everything's going to be white, but it's going to turn out good. So wait until you see that. Yeah, we're excited to get them. And we're excited to share them with you. So hopefully this next set of cabinets we're happy with.
And once we get them, then we'll talk about all the features and...
where we got them.
Yeah. All
what
that
they
stuff.
are, why we chose them. So at least we got another step done. The house is looking awesome. After this is all done, we can cook and live again and start working on the living room. So that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's all we have for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, take care.
Bye.